आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine, supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Purvasha Banerjee and Shushanto Das.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Indian Statistical Institute is a public university which is recognized as an institute of national importance. It grew out of the statistical laboratory set up by Prashanto Chandra Mohananobish in Presidency College, Kolkata. Established in 1931, this unique institution of India is one of the oldest institutions focused on statistics. Primary activities of ISI are research and training of statistics, development of theoretical statistics, and its applications in various natural and social sciences. In this episode of our podcast, we welcome Dr. Sankar. Dr. Sarkar is an assistant professor in Physics and Applied Mathematics Unit in Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. Sir talks about his research interest and its significance.
I am Sankar Sarkar, presently working as an assistant professor in the Physics and Applied Mathematics Unit of Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. So my research interest is fluvial mechanics, which is based on the observation of physical interactions between the flowing water and sediments of the natural channels such as rivers and streams. The fluvial mechanics is a major branch of hydraulic and water resources engineering. To be more explicit, our primary research interest, that means the primary research interest of my team, is to experimentally observe the flow behavior of an open channel, sediment transport, and bed degradation and erosion through a natural channel bed. At present, I am doing intense research in the degraded bed mechanism.
Sir explains in detail about fluvial mechanism and his research work in this field.
Fluvial mechanics is based on the observation of the physical interactions between the flowing water and sediments of natural channels such as rivers and streams. So our research team is generally devoted to observe the different kinds of flow properties which we see in the actual rivers. So we are trying to generate the similar type of conditions in the laboratory. The laboratory is known as the Fluvial Mechanics Laboratory, and it is situated in the Department of Physics and Applied Mathematics Unit of Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. There we are artificially making some arrangement, river-like arrangement in plume, and we are giving water on the flume, and we are using different instruments to see how the flow is happening in the practical, that is in the field. And we are capturing some data from the laboratory, and we are trying to explore how and why these type of things are happening in the actual situation or in the river. And if there is a case for the river degradation or sediment sediment transport or the bed degradation. So for that, what we can do, and further we also do some kind of experiments for the scouring around bridge piers and abutments. And if we want to do some countermeasures for the bridge, scouring around bridge piers and abutments, we want to see how our findings can be helpful to understand the flow behavior and how the countermeasures can be done in the actual field. Importantly, India is a country where number of important rivers and lakes are there. The economy of India, its communication system, irrigation, electricity, flood controlling, stability of hydraulic structures like dam, barrages, drinking water, and the climate of India are greatly depending on the flow behavior and sediment transport through these rivers. Therefore, the research topic in which I and my research group is working is interesting to the common people of India, and scientifically the flow through these channels, that means the rivers, lakes and floodplains, are turbulent in nature, and therefore to study flow through these channels is a topic of common interest to the researchers of several fields like physics, applied mathematics, geology, geography, statistics and so on. Overall, the study of turbulent flow and sediment transport is a type of interdisciplinary topic of research, and its demand is continuously increasing day by day due to its practical implication.
Sir helps us understand how his research is contributing to solve real-life problems in the environment.
So, in our research work, we study turbulent flow under incipient motion of sediment particles, flow past a bluff body, flow under upward and downward seepage conditions, and flow over a highly spatially heterogeneous gravel bed. These are very commonly found in the actual field. Actually, for the movement of the sediment, there are 4 different types of scenarios are found. The first thing, when the sediment is trying to move, that condition is called as the incipient motion of sediment threshold. Then it makes something like bed load, then suspended load, and finally the sediment is transported. So if we want to get the whole idea about the river flow or the transport of the sediment, then it is very much important to understand what is happening there with the flow. So for that, our research work is very much important, where we are trying to understand almost the similar thing, what is happening in the actual situation. This research can also be very much useful in the flood protection, then in the scouring related problems, where that is the economy of the country, or we can say that the stability of the hydraulic structures like dam, barrages are involved, and moreover the electricity, that is the water is a big source of electricity, that is hydroelectric power can be generated from the water, and therefore these type of works are very much essential when we want to get benefited from the water and water power. Because India is an agricultural based country with agriculture as the primary profession of the people, and India ranked among the world's top 10 water-rich nations, the country must prepare to ensure that the water is accessible for irrigation to improve food production and satisfy rising food demand. Moreover, hydropower is one of the most important industries in India. Study of river mechanism can also play an important role in the climate change or global warming. So, if more research work is done in river mechanics, it should be directly or indirectly beneficial to different industries in India.
We thank Professor Sarkar for the valuable insights that he shared with us in this episode.